Yo, hey guys, Weeks here, back with another video. This is going to be a continuation of our new profile series. The last one we got our Thief to NG plus 3, so he actually has another 15 levels. We can level him at some point. We might do the same strategy we were using before and just run through Act 1, but do it on, NG plus 3 instead of 2. See if we can get him from 20 to 35, but that'll be a future video. Today we're going to be pushing some of the other characters. So we're going to look at doing the Wizard today. We didn't do the Wizard off the bat because we didn't have Evil Infusion, and we still don't have it. But I'll do a couple of, I'll do one and maybe use some of this ore and see if we can gamble for a drink. But I'm going to start by rolling for everything else I need. And the plan is to only do NG0 on the Wizard, unless we can get the drink, then we'll bump it up a little higher, because we'll have Leech from our spells. But I'm basically going to roll the shop. I'm going to look for either Scepter of Kings, Cloak of the Flamewalker, or maybe even Amulet of Kings. One of those three probably. And we'll see like what other items comes with it, see if we want to take it. But as you see, we don't have Meteor, and this is going to be procced off of our passive, and we're not going to use this skill, so we're really only using like primary, but we're doing all of our damage with skill damage. Oh, there's an Armor of Kings, don't really want that though. Heartseeker, don't want that. Mage Bane, eh. Amulet of Vengeance, eh. Oh, we're only finding like the same things. Alright, Cape of the Flamewalker. I've been talking about this in previous videos and just kind of wanted to use it in general. So I'm okay with taking it here. If you want something, I guess, a little more standard, I would say get Scepter of Kings. But I'm gonna try Cape of the Flamewalker. So the idea with like Cape of the Flamewalker is going to be, you can just kind of stand around and it does damage around you. So we'll do a couple things to scale that damage since we found it. I'm also taking less keys currently, just in case we don't find the drink. I'm going to be using the cube to skip. As far as this goes, we could just go for ore gain, but we're going to be skipping most things. I'm going to see if there's anything else I might want. Yeah, I'm going to go Wand of Spell Piercing. All of our damage is magic, so it's just going to be 15% magic penetration off the top, so that'll be pretty nice. So I'm just going to craft that. Some other options, I guess, would be Pickaxe, even Robe of the Archmagi. But I feel pretty strong. We felt really strong as a Thief, so we should be just as strong as this character. So I think we saved it on 1. Let me take a quick look. Top of towers, don't really care about towers on this character. Save us a little bit of money. Might pick it up anyway, there's nothing better to get. Might switch it for the bottles. Spawners. I will just keep it the same. That looks fine. Yeah, alright, lock that in. And last thing we need to do, I'm going to convert this ore into gold. We're going to roll for some drinks. Get some gambling. But yeah, Cape of the Flamewalker, as you can see, it does damage while you stand around it. This is like the current range. We'll use the rest of the drinks to scale it. We did technically scale it by using one spell piercing. So we have the 10 burning damage off the Cape of the Flamewalker, and it's going to be increased by our skill power. So that's an extra 100%, 104% damage. So it goes up to 20. Then we're going to penetrate, resist, and then we can try to add some more damage to this. Anyway, I'm gonna sell some ore, get enough for like 300k rolls. See if we can get some of these blueprints, some of these drinks. You don't have to do it this way, but you'll eventually just find some by playing through the game. Alright, 100k. We lost, alright, 100k. Is this just the 03? Okay, excellent. So let's buy some drinks then. So to scale it, we can just scale actual skill damage, because it's going to be considered like a skill. Skill power increases skill damage done by skills and items. I believe it works the same way with Ellie Bruiser. The skill damage also increase the cost of your, or increase the damage of your skills? I guess we'll find out, but let's actually test it. I've never tested this, so we'll just see. Go ahead and go into here and go to the game, floating text, and local damage numbers. So yeah, we're doing 20, and we're critting for 71. Yeah. Let's see if it does increase it. It technically only says skills, or if you look at skill power, it says skills and items. So we'll see if this actually increases it or not. If it doesn't increase it, then yeah, I wouldn't recommend using it. But it does increase it. We go up to 36, we're critting for 125. So even though the wording is kind of weird, it still works. So that's cool. We can also do double thriller to increase it some more, but I really don't want to take more damage. We have some of the lowest base health in the game. But since we don't need our mana, we can actually increase our base health with Overflowing Physique. So we get plus 100, or plus 50% base, which is plus basically 50 HP flat, because we had like 106 or something before. Then we can kind of look at like what else would be useful to us. Like mana regen doesn't make any sense. We can do the ore gain, gold gain again, so we can hopefully have more money to gamble and see if we can actually win something. I mean, that's a strong contender. I almost want to go for the double thriller and just go crazy damage. Yeah, let's try it. Let's go double thriller for crazy damage. Technically, we can go more crit as well. We don't need the base mana. Yeah, what's our current crit? Our current crit is 15 with skills, so this will double it. We'll go up to 30, and it'll also give us the chance of having double crits. So we go up to 27 because there is diminishing returns, but we have 2 instances of crit now. So we can get a double crit. And anything else we want to use? I don't really want to like reduce my effective health anymore, or you could take something like Ancient Spirit. I'm at 86 resist. 4. Let's give me plus 20. It is significant, but I don't know if I want to take it. We could even go for like Mellow Mist just to take less damage, since we don't have a way to sustain. If I took the speed in the tower, I might consider that the expedition. Yeah, I'm just going to go 10% reduced damage taken. So overall I'll take 15% more damage, but I'll also have 50% plus base health. So hopefully all these things are kind of working together to yeah, make my character tanky enough to be fine here. Alright, so we gained some movement speed, we lost some movement speed. We have everything else we should need. Oh, we can also look at this. So 51 base, 179 crit. Let's see if we can get a double crit. Kind of hard to tell. I'm not seeing it. Oh yeah, the 357. That's the double crit. Alright, cool. So, in theory, we should walk around, not have to do anything, and everything will just die. Yes. The elites being the exception. So this is going to be kind of a fun run. As we just walk around and everything just dies. This is what I was trying to do with the XP build, but I didn't want to actually basically use a lot of gold to get Cave of the Flamewalker, and like it not actually work on what NG2 that I was doing it on. So I think this was a safer route. I just played defensively doing this, and I haven't even used any of my other abilities. Like this is just my DPS of Cave of the Flamewalker. I technically have 2 other dots and yeah, the fireball. So should have really good DPS. The only thing we have to worry about is like bosses. I would say the Watcher and Thundersnow are going to be probably the most challenging ones. We'll also see what kind of gear we find, and if possible, the shop we're actually going to be using is going to be the shop in Act 5. If possible, we'll buy things to help against the Watcher, or not the Watcher because he'll already be dead, but to help against Thunder Snow. I guess I'll leave the damage numbers on for this. I'm just kind of curious how the damage is going to scale. I've done some builds like this before, but I've never really paid attention to the damage numbers. Do I also not have a portal in here? Why don't I have a portal in here? Yes, because... I actually don't know. Well, I guess I have to go around and look for the button then. And we'll have a few more shops. We had Portal in Act 1, we didn't have Portal in Act 2. It's for NG0. I guess just we haven't completed... Have we completed NG... the boss on this one? Where to look at that at? That's probably why, actually. Actually, I'm certain that's why. Where do I see it, though? Down in here. So yeah, Wizard's only beaten the Stone Guardian, so that's why I can't skip. I actually can't do skips on this one. I guess I was confused because the... I felt like I've skipped before, but I guess I haven't. I probably just skipped into this act. Alright, whatever. I made a mistake. Okay. Alright, still worked out. I was afraid that mistake was going to mess it up and I get downgraded from silver chest to something else. Bronze chest. So the button basically has to be over here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. I just didn't see it before. So I have the lightning trap I need to do. That's about it. Chest down there. So I can do damage through the walls. As long as I go far enough over. Went the wrong way. That's gonna cost me some time. Oh well, still got an item. So I will say there's a couple of enemies in the game that you can't use the cape on, but they're kind of few and far between. It's really only like the red wisp, I believe. Let's see, sights. I didn't really get to see. Too deep in thought. Oh well. I'll take a key. I don't feel like I really need it, so I'm not like super worried about every trap and everything right now. Also just generally like don't beat myself up if I miss a trap or puzzle. Secret, any of that. It's kind of whatever at the end of the day. So we're about to hit level 20, so we won't have to go out of our way to kill things. Not that we really are in general, we're just kind of walking towards the enemies. Or they're walking towards me. Alright, Buddha speed, I kind of like that. We're only limited by our movement speed right now, as far as our damage. Nothing else increases our damage, except maybe the pamphlet. So I'll take the Ring of Speed. We take Luck, and I always like having magic resist, so I'm gonna take those. Seem okay with money, so I'm just gonna get out of here. I shouldn't worry about ore too much either. Oh jeez, their damage is crazy. Alright, maybe Thunder Snow won't be a problem at all. Incredible Strength as well. Alright, so I'm gonna try to bring Incredible Strength at least to the boss. Shield Breaker, okay. I'm gonna try to skip as much as possible. Since we have crazy damage right now. So we've already unlocked it, but we have the furnace. We have like 15 ore. There's an ace chest as well. Let's see, give me something else to either increase my movement speed or let me deal more damage. I just started going for items that give me more ore as well. I think technically Slippery Cloak is the best here. Just to have more chance of evading things. So I'm gonna go the defensive route. As always. Oh, and we found an imp by going this way. Give me some gold. Sure, thanks. So now I also don't really need to worry about picking up too much gold. So let's actually speed things up. Oh, we only have old map. Like, I'm forgetting everything I have. Oh, that was one fireball. Killed the statue. Scepter of Kings? Are you serious? Just saw like a 900 crit off of the cape. If I can get another instance of crit, that would help a lot. I have +5 from items. Oh, I do have the extra instance. So we might be getting triple crits. That might have been that 900 we saw. Oh no, I just saw a 1572. Kind of difficult to see the numbers, honestly. Alright, let's get some more items. Seal of Souls, when we have less mana we do more damage. It's going to be all the time, because as we walk around we lose mana. So that sounds great. We could start going for Markham's, but we haven't really done that at all up to this point. So I think I'm going to take the Gloves of Warding just to block damage. And then I'm going to go Greaves the Barbarian just to move even faster. Because I'm just... Honestly, I'm only limited by my movement speed. I kill everything as I walk up to it. There's Markham Stone. It's like, yeah, those guys must not be close enough. It'd be even crazier if we had that drink, because then we could walk through the game with Evil Infusion. And we'd actually be leeching the whole time. We would actually have to not worry about anything. Tricksters, alright, some more evasion, so that brings us to 2-piece Tricksters. I would have bought more keys, but I thought I was going to be able to use the portal for some reason. Like, use the portal on every act. But I wasn't able to, so we're just going to run through the game instead. And honestly, depending on how these things go, I probably could have done 1 NG higher. But this will be the act that really tells us. So far, I feel like traps are probably the most dangerous part of things for our characters. I mean, the wisp exploding and putting the orbs everywhere could be an issue. I guess they don't do it on this NG. That could be one reason you might not want to bump up the NG until you have the drink. If you're going to do this build. Obviously you can play like more standard builds, but until you have more skill stars, you can't really support Meteor, I feel, or at least not very well. So I would play like Cape of the Flamewalker until you can do Meteor. This does really good damage at this point. I may try to just do this for quite a while. It's really fun. Endless potential. Okay. Well, we don't have anything that we're spending mana on anyway. I guess technically we gain this. We gain our little Fire Blast, but I only use it for a little additional burst. You can use it to kill Red Wisp, I guess. So grabbing keys, grabbing items. We do have a shop here as well. Just want to make sure I don't run out of keys if I can help it. Right, there was an imp, so I was over here somewhere. Let me go back that direction. There he is. Gave me an item. Sphere of Time. Okay. We got our 3 books. We are ready for the boss, honestly. I know I was talking about, I was a little afraid about the boss before, but that's kind of died off at this point. Maybe Thundersnow, because I might not be able to get very close to him. Spellbook for more damage and resist. Yes. I think I'm going to grab the Sword of Kings just to get additional damage. I'm also going to start, yeah, to get additional damage and to start going for the 3-piece, so you get the extra skill speed, which will increase the ticks of my Cape of the Flamewalker. And then I got the Apothecary item, just in case I need to spam potions in like a later act or something. I'm 1 piece away from the 4-piece set, which will give me a way to get my potions back. But honestly, we don't need any of those items. Just, yeah. Gotta pick something, so I'm just doing some setup for the future. Hopefully getting 3-piece kings, hopefully getting 4-piece apothecaries, and just being completely safe. Alright, there's like an empty wall right there. So yeah, those like projectiles hurt if I get hit by them. The first one from the wisp hit me, and then my Fire Blast or whatever, what is this thing actually called? Blast Wave went off, and it killed all the other projectiles. That's kind of nice when that happens. We have the exit. Just going around getting secrets and whatnot. Mage Bane. Some free damage. Mage Bane doesn't work against bosses, or I'd be a little more excited. I just have to go the long way around. Get that monolith, get this portal. Still have a little bit of luck left, but it'll be gone by the time I get to Watcher. Oh, and I missed the button. Restoration. We actually have restoration this time. We didn't turn it off. So I have 2.17 with the buff. It's okay. Good, not great. I don't think I really opened up anything that I need to go after and get this book for kicks. Oh, there's another button. Let's see if we can see what it is. Some ore. It's right next to the portal, so. Alright, and boss time. So the ad phases should be really easy. They should just die instantly. And the Watcher, we'll try to stand close enough that we can damage him without getting hit. And then we'll put our stuff on the ground. I'll go ahead and preemptively put some stuff on the ground. Yeah, okay. Alright, it's gonna be a joke, I guess. I keep moving just so they can't hit me. It looks like it takes some of them 2 ticks to actually die. And I do more damage the lower my mana is, so if I move around, I keep losing my mana. Get some preemptive damage, use my blast wave. I do more damage with less mana because I have Seal of Souls. So I'm doing 50% more damage if my mana is at 0. Which it's not, but it's kind of close. Preemptively put some stuff down, use my blast wave, and it instantly phases him. Trying to keep my mana low. My regen is too high, I guess. Alright, curios and a monster manual. Probably don't even have to go after everything, but I just like being as strong as possible, so I will. Alright, there's our 3-piece kings. I think that was the amulet. Yeah, so now it should tick even faster. 25% faster, so I think before it was ticking once a second. So now it's going to be once every 0.75, I believe. I don't think we have any other skill speed, but it's all multiplicative, so it has diminishing returns. Armor of Kings, so there's our 4-piece. If we can get 5-piece, we'll get even more skill speed. We have an imp. Give me a king's item. That would have been crazy. There's a chance that we get one, I mean, honestly, the rest of this act and the next act, or at this vendor. Staff of Auto Casting, so we can get another instance of critting. So we should be able to get quad crits now, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we're up to 38.2, so we have 4 instances of crit, and 3 of them are pretty high. So the quad crit might be pretty rare, but we should have more consistent, like, triples. At least more consistent doubles. I don't know why I'm coming over here. Oh, because there's a crack in the wall. I don't need the leech on the Bloodthirst ring, so I think I'm just going to get rid of it to try to get a different rare item. You know, the kings would be good, or just anything really. Also, the Seal of the Martyr is kind of terrible, so I could also get rid of that if I felt like Bloodthirst ring was any good. Fancy Plume, I mean, it lets me see 2 more items, so I guess in a way it might be another piece of kings. I'm not like upset. I think neither item was doing anything for me. Or I guess the other item was doing actually nothing for me, besides like maybe the tiniest bit of leech. What's my 20 damage plus was that 11 gets added, so it's what, 31 then times 408, and you leech 2.5% of that. So it's what, like 120 damage. You get 2% of that, so I get like 2.5 life per fireball, if my math is right. The point being it's low, so I'm not really scaling primary. Is there anything worth crafting here? How many pieces of Markhams do I have? I could go for the purse. I guess why not? How many pieces of Tricksters? I have 3-piece Tricksters, so if I trigger combo when evading, what's the last piece I need? I need a green item. It's kind of up to you what you want to do here. You can try to set up for Markhams. You can just get the 4-piece Trickster. You can get some more luck. I don't think there's any direct way to increase my damage right here, besides like just generic skill power, which I value some of these other items just more, like having 5% more evasion, and then when I evade I get a attack buff. The buff is irrelevant though. We haven't hit the 4-piece apothecaries, so I think I'm going to go with that because I was talking about it before. And it could be useful, so I'm just going to make the cheapest one. I think I already have Mortar and Pestle. All the apothecaries. Yeah, I already have apothecaries, Mortar and Pestle. I'm just going to make the herbs. That's going to give me a chance to get more potions. So just in case I need to use potions, doesn't seem like I need to. So maybe evasion was the right choice. But I think ultimately it's not really a big deal at this point. My character feels super strong. Yeah, I don't know what else could have really wanted there. Evasion for defense. Yeah. I can try to set up Markhams for defense. And get more ore gain. Drops another ace key. I'll go back and grab that. I think we're good on the rest of the keys, unless we see silver keys. So I'm just trying to hit the elites with a blast wave. Should be enough to kill them. I think there's silver key. Blast wave with the damage over time should be enough, is what I mean. Because I'll get the ignite and I'll get the scorched earth. So if it stands there basically any amount of time, they'll just die. Just crack in the wall. I don't know all these primary items now. Another crack in the wall. Another sphere. Found a good bit of items now. We should have a really high chance of finding a king's item here. Alright, no king's item. We have the other piece of evasion, so we can finish that out. We get the Duke's Signet Ring for some healing. Kinda like that. Take the healing, I'll take the evasion. Anything else that can do anything for me? I guess I'm just gonna go greedy and get the ore here. Because why not? There's nothing else even useful. It's nice having like a backup way to heal. So if I take too much damage, Dukes will activate. I'll get a little bit of health back. It's percentage health, so it's actually good. Alright, boss time. Since I have no way to heal outside of my potions, but now I have potions that I can keep refilling, and I also have Dukes. As long as I stay in range for Cape, should just be able to easily take him out. Right, there's another piece of Markham's and another piece of Apothecary's, which just kind of happens. I mean, we didn't really want the additional piece of Apothecary's because we were good with what we had. The Markham's sets us up to go for 3-piece soon, which we could have set up before, but we just didn't because we went for other options. So I guess we got like kind of punished because we didn't get offered a Markham's piece in the shop, or we didn't get offered like a, I don't want to say this. We were trying to set up to get another Apothecary item, but we ended up getting it from the forge instead of like as a drop. And then we got another one. And so in hindsight, we should have went Markham's to get Markham's, but you just never know what you're going to get. I actually shouldn't have picked up the mana there. It just lowers my damage. It's kind of weird to think about. Alright, our last silver key. Pitcher's Guard. Always liked that item. Gives me some pretty good base stats that I definitely care about right now. As a character with really low HP, it's nice to get plus 25 is pretty big. Rip. Rip silver chest. See another silver chest over there. Rip. Not getting those. Incredible strength. Now we should be doing huge damage. Trying to look at the numbers. I think there was a 9k there? Yeah, 9352. Which is kind of hilarious. Especially since it's just one item that we've scaled up pretty much the whole way. And I mean, you can also do this with any class. It doesn't have to be the wizard. They all have the same upgrades. Like, the chapel really doesn't do anything for this character. So what I did to set up this character was just items and drinks. So really you could do that on any character. And you can walk through the game. Ring of Arcane Powers doesn't do anything good for us, doesn't do anything bad for us. Just kind of another item for Markham's to do its thing. Put some pre-dots down, and he dies instantly. Okay. Yeah, tower completed. And that is going to be the wizard, NG0. Probably could have done NG1 on it, but I'm okay with this. It gives us actual 5 levels to get when we do the next run. Whereas like our thief, we probably have to do some supplemental runs just to make it a little cleaner, because we'll need more skill stars. So what else would I get here now? I don't know if I want to save these stars for the anvil. Probably not. I don't think there's anything we need to use, because we don't have access to blue items yet. A good one would be Wand of Spell Piercing, because if I start Cave of the Flamewalker plus Wand of Spell Piercing, I think that's my best starting items. So that would be Penetrate 30% resist instead of only 15. Or I could upgrade my Blast Wave, and when it triggers off of Flame Shield, it'll just be a higher rank. I can only get 1 rank, so I'm not too worried. I'll probably just attune the Spell Power item, or the Penetration item. And I'll use the same build on probably the next 2 NGs at least. So yeah, 9 stars, Wand of Spell Piercing. So now it's going to act as if I have 2 of them, which there will be diminishing return, but it's going to be essentially 30% magic enemy resist avoidance. Anyway, that's our wizard run. Thanks everyone for watching. See you guys next time.